Hey guys, we're here on campus at Arizona State University. We're going to spend some time with the women's golf program, see how they're balancing classes, workouts, and their hunt for their 9th national championship. You're watching Golf on Campus, presented by Golf Pride MCC Teams. Raquel,
yes.
When and how did you start your junior career?
I was really young. I was like 6, 7 years old, and my whole family, they used to go to this like little club, like on Saturdays. So they were like, okay, let's bring her too. And then I started doing these like community classes, like with another like 30 kids and stuff like that. And I just loved it. And here we are.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes.
So then, did you play quite a bit of junior golf over in Spain then?
Yes, I did. When I was around 9 or 10, I started playing like Spanish championship and stuff like that. And then I started like getting like lessons for like better like coaches and teachers. And all of a sudden, when I was 16, they called me for like this high school, and it's like in Madrid. So it was kind of like a high school in which you can like practice and like go to school and go to tournaments with this like team from the best like players in Spain.
Was that far away from home?
Yeah, that's Madrid, so that's kind of like 4 hours and a half from home.
So then it wasn't totally crazy for you then to leave, because Spain and Arizona State, that's kind of a far way.
Yes.
So then how did you pick ASU all the way from Spain?
I played this tournament. It was like a European championship, and a couple coaches were there. So I started like, I knew that I wanted to come to America to study, but I didn't know, I had no clue. So then coach was there, and I talked to her, and she sent me an email before, and then I talked to her there, and I was like, oh my God, ASU wants me. And then I just like talked to her after via like email and like FaceTime. So I just like started like asking her questions about the university, the program, and I just loved it.
So then the transition then from Spain to here, have you noticed a big culture shock?
Yeah, a little bit. Like I think at home, like people are not, they're close, but like here, like the small talk and like everybody kind of like at the restaurants and stuff like that, they're like so like outgoing, like, I don't know, simple things like they will tell you, oh, I love your outfit, like that will never happen in Spain from someone that you don't know. So small things like that. Then the food is,
Do you like it?
I like it, but like I miss the food at home so much. That's
the
yes,
homesick part?
Yes, that's the homesick part.
Well, you have to then think that yes, there's a culture shock, but your team is so international, completely international.
Yeah, it's completely international. That's amazing, because I think at the same time we're here, we're learning about like this culture, but like we're with this team, we're from all over. So we at the same time we also learn about like each other and how they raise them at home, and I don't know, I think it brings a lot of like joy to the team. So I really like it.
And you're also living together.
Yes, we are.
With a group and on the men's team as well.
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about that? Like, it sounds so fun.
Yeah, it's so fun. I live with Blake and Alex from the men's team, and with Olivia on the women's team. And Alex is from Spain too. And Blake is from here. So it's kind of like, it's so fun. It's always, you get home and I don't know, the boys are so fun. Like, there's no drama, so they're always gonna make you laugh. Like, we'll watch a movie all together, we'll have dinner, and I don't know. I feel like at the beginning I was like, oh, I don't know about living with boys, but I'm just loving it so much.
Well, and then so you have your kind of a fun social side of things.
Yes.
But how do you then juggle school and workouts and golf?
It's kind of hard because school, like I have 2 days of school, and then I have other online classes. So like the days that I have school is like super hard because I have to go to class, then I have to go to practice, then I have to work out. So it's kind of like sometimes you just get so like, oh my God, I need like some time. But I don't know, I love being busy. I love what I'm doing, so it's not a problem.
We are here at Arizona State University's incredible practice facility with head coach Missy Farr-Kaye. She's going to show us, as we know, how important short game is. What do you go over with your team, the aspects of short game?
Well, it kind of depends. We are very blessed with this amazing facility that has all different kinds of lies and uphill, downhill, all kinds of things. So we try to take it tournament by tournament and simulate exactly what environment we're going to the best to our abilities. So if we know that we're going to have a lot of bump and runs, or if we're going to need some flop shots or things like that, we'll design practice around that. And then we'll kind of start there and then see if we have any technique issues that we might have to clean up a little bit. But I like them to learn how to hit different variable shots with different clubs, and it frustrates them a little bit. That's probably my job as a coach, is to try to frustrate them a little bit and try to make them hit a bump and run where they're like, well, I would never hit this shot. Well, let's see if you can do it. Let's see if you can pull it off. And so, I mean, I got to learn from one of the greats, Phil Mickelson, for 2 years at ASU, and he designed this facility. Phil would love to try to flop a 4-iron, and he'd do everything crazy. And so I think that that's great to kind of push them outside of their comfort zone a little bit and have them hit shots that they're not always that comfortable with.
So can you tell us a little bit this game that you like to give your athletes?
So I like to try to set up some block practice so they can, if we're trying to work on technique on a specific shot, and then we'll go into more of a random variable type of drill where we'll circle this entire green and we'll put some of the red circles out, which is 3 foot. The easier the chip, 3 foot, I might give them a 4 or 5 foot range trying to hit. And then I like to have them hit one shot and move on and make it as close to the golf course as possible competing. So we'll come in here and then we'll work on a few things, really just try to stick to some standard things. I've got my 54 degree in my hand, and then I'm gonna try to fly it about halfway between the fringe to the hole and let it chase up to the rest of the hole.
Now, how competitive do you make it with your team? Are they competing against each other, or is it completely a personal evaluation?
We'll do both. We'll do both, and it's a lot of fun when you get 3 and 3, and this team's they like to talk smack just like anybody else. So I love to see that competition, and it's awesome. And they'll play for all kinds of stupid things. Be like, she has to carry my bag, or I get to be the shotgun seat in the trip that week. Olivia is very good at that, and she really does a great job with utilizing that with our Titleist balls. And we went through the whole testing process with Titleist, and from a Pro V1 to a Pro V1X, and it's not necessarily this is the ball for the female, this is the ball for the male. On our men's team, they have both. On our team right now, we are all Pro V1. And so your spin rate is so important. And so she actually, we were at a course in LA, and she was getting so frustrated because she's like, everything's spinning too much for me. So she's always learning how to try to take as much spin off the ball as possible because she's got really good club head speed.
All right, Missy, let's see one more inside the circle.
I'm so close. I'm so close. Let's see if I can pull this off.
Well, I think it's gonna.
Oh, yes, I almost made it.
That was awesome. Great job. Under pressure, too.
No, I'll take it.
Yes.
Anytime.
I started golf because my family, my dad played a lot, my brother played a lot, and I'm quite competitive, so I always wanted to beat my brother, so that was a big thing for me. And growing up in Northern Ireland's been amazing. It's actually so nice. We get a lot of support back home, and you see it even with the professional golfers. Everyone really gets behind you, and you really have a good support system, small town, and everyone kind of knows you, which is nice. It's a lot different. The golf here, we're used to links kind of style back home, and then you come here and you've got desert, and it's something you never see, and it's quite good. I think it's been really good for my golf game. I've kind of learned to hit the ball a bit higher, to play on faster, slopier greens, and not that traditional link style that we see at home. My junior golf career has been really good. I got to compete at the highest level in Europe, which has been amazing, a lot of ladies events, and it really made that transition easier than what I would have thought. Got to play a lot for Ireland internationally, got to travel a lot, got to be away from home, and I think that's honestly been the easiest part for me, is just coming here, because I've been so independent since I've been young. So. I think coming in freshman year and winning NCAAs, we had a lot of really high expectations. The girls kind of said, we've got you now, so we've got to win this year. And I know Monica really wanted to win, so it was really nice for her senior year to end that way. And then individually, Pac-12 champion last year, winning in a playoff, it was just so nice having my team. They soaked me at the end, and a lot of really good memories from that too. I went home right after my junior year. British Amateur was coming up in my home course. I decided one Sunday just to go for a hike with my family. I fell and I broke my hand, had to have surgery a couple days later. So kind of the start to my senior year hasn't really what I thought it was going to be. I learned a lot through the ups and downs. After my hand injury, I had a lot of rehab. I had a lot of time off golf. I'm that person that loves to practice, doesn't normally take any time off, so it was really difficult for me. It was kind of, the hard thing for me was not having a timeline on it. I was supposed to play in the British Open. I wasn't able to play that. I missed the British Am at my home course. So I think the battle mentally was a lot tougher than I kind of thought. And then coming back in the fall and not really feeling ready to compete yet, I still was kind of rehabbing, still trying to get the strength back that I lost. So I think kind of pushing through it and being able to manage that adversity is something that's really going to stand with me for a long time. I'm kind of almost grateful for that experience and having to learn. After coming back, initially there was like a little bit of distance. I had to make a couple of swing changes, a couple of things that came up that I'd never had before in my swing, which was quite unusual. But kind of through the fall, through a lot of hard work in the gym, trying to get the strength back, so they're both hands are the same strength. It's good now, but it's kind of took a lot of work. It's been a little bit of a rough battle.
We are playing a newlywed game, Golf Channel edition. Now we know that you're roommates, good friends, you know each other, but how well do you know each other? So we're gonna find out, all right? So Lexi, who is your favorite golfer?
Okay. You know this one.
Yeah,
for sure. Okay.
All right, when Allie's ready.
Okay.
I hope I wrote it right.
Spelling's
Okay,
always scary.
She knows it for sure.
Good.
Okay.
All right, ready?
1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Yes,
nice!
I
Good
told
job.
you.
Good job.
Okay.
Well, Martin Keimer, you had that one. You knew exactly that was her favorite golfer. All right, ready for the next question?
Yes, ready.
Okay, Allie, what is your favorite golf course?
Oh. Okay. I don't know. Okay.
All right, ready? Let's see it.
Yeah.
Palos Verdes.
No.
Oh, I was so close.
Palos
though.
Verdes is the favorite.
Yeah.
Italy.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's your home course.
Yeah, I know.
See, I got that right.
All right, Lexi, what is your lowest round ever?
Oh,
Oh my god.
calculate. Oh,
Lowest competitive round ever.
okay. Okay.
All right, confident?
Yes.
I don't know. Yeah.
All right, let's see it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
I
I got
got it. -7. That's a gimme.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice. Okay, good job.
Yeah.
My home golf course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my
Awesome.
god. That was tough.
But you got it.
All right,
Okay.
Allie, at what age did you start playing golf?
Oh.
Okay. Easy.
Well, it's easy for you because you know the answer.
You know me. Okay.
Okay, all right,
let's
final
try it.
answer. Let's go. 10! Hey, look at you guys. Awesome.
Told you.
Wow.
Good
It
job.
was easy. I told you.
It was not okay. Not easy.
Yeah.
So, Lexi, Happy Gilmore or Caddyshack? All right, let's see it. Happy Gilmore, yeah.
Wait, double L or one
Oh,
L?
I forgot the E at the end. But yeah.
Not
Happy
close.
Gilmore wins. All right, last one. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
All right, Allie, your favorite off the golf course activity?
Ooh.
Yeah. Favorite. Oh.
I hope this is right. I probably really need this point. But I'm confident.
Yay! They got it! All right.
Told you. Yes. Good. I was a little scared about this one, but
You said you needed the point.
yeah, I needed the point. I feel like I really needed the point.
All right, you needed the point because Allie's our winner.
Yes, I told you.
Good job, though.
I know,
had
thanks.
Really, I didn't lose. I just had really hard questions.
You
okay?
had really
Yeah.
hard questions, but
missed
that was
my
so
golf club.
impressive.
Yeah,
But it's
golf
fine.
club. It's fine. I'm still winner inside.
Yeah.
Well, Allie and Lexi, thank you so much for the
Thank
Newlywed
you.
Golf Channel edition. You guys killed it. You guys have a very high bar.
I know.
All right, Missy, Arizona State University women's golf is such a historical program. Out of all of the 8 national championships, do you have 1 or 2 that are just your standout favorites?
Well, that's sort of like asking which of your children is your favorite, you know? 3 of them are very unique to me because I've got to be on our first one in 1990 that we also shared with the men. And then in 2009, I was the assistant coach, and then 2017, I was the head coach. So far, all 3, I've taken a different role in each one, and they all mean so much to me. And then to watch the 6 in the 90s, Coach Volstead, how amazing that was, and their undefeated team. There's so many momentous occasions, and this is sort of like the story of my life in this room, back from when I was in college, and I see my teammates and players that I've coached on the pictures of all the teams. So it's a really unique thing to be here. And the 1990 championships were very special because the men won 2 weeks after us. And the joke was Phil Mickelson was on the team. We were teammates, and we all laughed because Coach Loy, who was his coach, who's been his agent since he graduated, we all said, well, we know the men were going to win because Coach Loy probably had some serious conversations with those boys. Like, if the women can win, we can win, and we're not going back to campus with the women having a trophy and we don't. So I kind of feel I take a little bit of credit for that, their first win, because I'm sure that was very motivating for our men's program to not be left out of that one.
So when you are recruiting, what are the certain aspects that you're looking in your players to make that 9th national championship happen?
Well, of course you're looking for a certain scoring average and things like that, and there's a certain barometer that you have to meet, but I love to see players that are mentally tough and sort of mentally flexible. I like to see how they handle a bad round and come back from that, and I love to see that in young players that are tough and resilient and gritty and having fun. I love it when I see somebody having a good time on the golf course, because it's supposed to be fun. This is supposed to be the best time of your life in college. And it's not, it's a grind, no question about it. But I want to see players that love the game and probably want to play professionally. The legends that have come through this program and our connection with the tour is really important. We feel that we have so many opportunities for players like that. So we're looking for players that love it and want to keep playing it and play for a long time and possibly have a shot at the tour.
Your team plays here on Golf Channel and Golf Channel's YouTube page. We're on campus and taking you all access with the best men's and women's programs in college golf. Find more episodes on the Golf Channel YouTube page and exclusive clips on Golf Channel's Instagram. Thanks for watching Golf on Campus, presented by Golf Pride MCC Teams.